My name is Austin Broussard from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm a product of Morehouse College. I'd like to start by thanking God. Next, I would like to acknowledge my loved ones who believed in me but are not here with us today. To my grandmother and to my sister, I love you forever. Lastly, I would like to acknowledge the Real Estate Club, the Entrepreneurship Club, and Professors Kevin Gray, Bob Davis, Kate Cooney, and Teresa Chahine. Stephen Covey once said, "If you make a commitment, it builds hope. If you keep a commitment, it builds trust." Just a few years ago, thousands of students across the world made a commitment to reach a day like this. But you are the ones who kept it. But before the celebration, I would like to report an attempted robbery. Now, ironically, although the ordeal lasted 2 full academic years, I still feel like I can relate to those news interviews where they say it all happened so fast. 2 straight years of masks and shape-shifting restrictions and lectures and memories and a whirlwind of what-ifs turned into remember wins. But this was not your standard stick-up. COVID attempted to steal our experience, our opportunity to travel, and on some freezing New Haven days, even our joy. In 2019, each of us burned the midnight oil as we studied for the GMAT or GRE. Spread across the globe, we were both united and inspired by the prospect of 2 consecutive years of free food and conservative amounts of liquid refreshments flowing through Evans Hall. But again, I say, we were almost robbed. What I did not know when I applied to SOM was that I would be joined by a class full of fighters, students who at the peak of a global pandemic decided to converge in New Haven in pursuit of an elusive but ever attainable goal. Most of us had cracked open the pages of our careers, and it felt the comfort of a direct deposit hitting your bank account and washing away the iniquities of a trying work week. We had traveled the world, but what we had not yet experienced was the magic of being made a member of the MBA class at one of the most storied institutions on earth. We had not yet entered the Yale School of Management. From the moment this journey began, I noticed something peculiar. I noticed that the SOM MBA machine doesn't quite mint a uniform product. Now, the recipe seems simple, but between you and me, the output of the class of 2022 just might shock the world. We have bankers and farmers and the future director of the New York Symphony Orchestra. Now, if you're reasonable, you would expect that if you sprinkle a bit of ambition into a mix of intellect, aptitude, and diligence, what you come out with is a neatly cropped Ivy League MBA. But the reality is, regardless of the inputs, what you end up with is a human, molded by late-night chats and potlucks and weekend ski trips with new friends from the most interesting corners of the world. So now, after 4 semesters of defying both odds and deadlines, we realized that graduation was never an ending, but instead a resting place for us to extol each other before we launch into the world again. So today, I hold no sadness. My only hope is that I get to know each and every one of you forever, and that 50 years from now, we stay true to the ideals that we shared on this hallowed ground. Class of 2022, the previews have ended. The stage is set. You are the star that your loved ones dream of. Your supporting cast is absolutely brilliant, and your feature film has just begun. Thank you.